I will get question as well as we go. So what I did mention is the right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So in this, Gavin, what do you think is the most important aspect?
Job description? Yeah.
Yes.
In terms of his role in the
correct. Yes. In the role in the company, and this is the role that you're assuming at the exam.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I think I think a very critical part, because here what they say, there is a, if you go down further, there
yes.
are issues. There must be, we see staffing costs and material. So
yes.
if you look at the second paragraph, first sentence, overseeing the management accounting function. So cost accounting, which is the first subject, which is the first point. It's where his role is a very important role in determining, the future direction in terms of the cost perspective.
Right. If I'm going to write about that, I'm going to capture something. If you are a manager, manager, report to, that's what you're saying. And you an accounting.
And yeah.
Special projects, right?
Yeah.
They yeah. You are responsible for overseeing the management accounting function, preparing group budgets. You're also responsible for overseeing regional financial managers to ensure regional budgets are maintained and adhered to. You are also assisting in the FD in drawing up cost and advising on pricing. So, advising on pricing, okay? Specifics and pricing. Okay, your focus is going on, right? So down, come ground. So what you gather from this one?
Yeah, it's a fairly well-established company with tools, but concentrated mainly in one country, almost in with.
Right. So we have 970 restaurants. 9 located in one place and another one in another country. Right. So yeah. So what we say is established in 1969. So history. Good reputation. Right. In home. 660.
Yes.
Correct. What are things that will come about this? Now here we said there would be forex. Reduce this. Right. Forex.
Yes.
We talk about logistics. Yeah. What? Stability. Okay. Corporate responsibility.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. About this, by 31st December 2015, the company was well established in both P and I. It has also begun to explore possibility of further expansion. A front was put up in C, right? Quite part of the world.
Exactly.
Okay. Next one. The model. Okay. Let us put here on. So, may include a wide choice of pizzas and complementary products, processing plant. Sales are done centrally and
centrally, yes. We do centrally
yes.
and other centralized.
So once we were placing an order for dough each week for delivery of the following week, each new customer order, the kitchen staff will need the dough. That's the operating model, and they talk about the economic order quantity. So do you have a look at the economic order quantity?
Yes, I have.
Right. What did you learn from that?
I know that there are other models, but I think most of the models have come out of offshoots of this economic. I was trying to check what pizza or somebody else was doing, but
right.
I didn't get anything that.
Okay. So what some of the things that they use is they use the economic quantity to for
system, yeah.
Right. Feed for right, and as are centrally sourced packaging and equipment. Packaging is distributed within the weekly delivery dough. Okay.
One thing we don't, the dough, whether the things and all that are purchased locally. Now, whether these prices are negotiated locally, maybe if you negotiate bulk prices.
Correct. Yes. What we're saying is,
part of the information is not there, but
yeah. So saying is centrally purchased dough and packaging, correct?
Yes.
And repurchased.
Yeah. If you look at it, just looking at, because other toppings and all, 20% of the cost goes to items. So I don't know that
correct. Yes.
Room to maneuver.
Yes. Yeah. So this we will talk about in our financials. Yeah, that's an opportunity that you will have. Very good. Lots of things. So they talk about the current business model is to locate restaurants in places that have lots of passing trade, malls, right? So that's
dining model is their model.
Yeah. So office model. Correct. Yeah. Big rating model. Dining. So we opportunity to base to curry.
Yes. Then
on delivery, right? That okay.
I think we talked about something else also, like you can do your own pizza.
Yeah. So they'll model. That means
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what we call it.
Yeah.
Make your pizza. Just thought about something. Before I forget. You know these things in MasterChef.
Oh, yeah.
That is extremely popular all over the world, right? Kitchen stuff, that cooking stuff, where kids involved and there are competitions.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's park that thought as well. Where do you go now? Yeah. Sure. Let us go into that as well. New things to explore. Because what I want to do is to involve more and more customers, right?
Exactly.
So what we're trying to do is customers to what we are doing, right? Collaboration. So
yeah.
Right. So how do we do that? Competition. Not for MasterChef or right, because that gives that involvement of the person. And here, I mean, you can really go to town with it, even with kids, even with older people, youngsters. You can do that because you can provide the dough and they can come up with different variety of things from savory pizza to sweet pizza.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
So savory to sweet, you can talk about it.
Limited.
Correct. Yeah. So go back to my. The current located in place have lots of passing trade. Like let's now in franchises, right? Percentage of Gavin.
That's the bottom line in terms of how the cost. You only 50% of your revenue is on franchise. So is it profitable than the other part? So there is a scope for growth here.
You might get that as your unseen material. So
because they, I don't know, they have clearly left it out because they have talked about in relation to the restaurants that are operated by them.
Yes. Now
they have particularly left it out. Yes.
Yes. The question is more analysis on the franchisees. So we have to, what is the franchisee?
Yes.
And profitability, basically sales and profitability.
Yes.
Right for you. Why is it important? Why? Because should we come move to more
franchises? Yeah, shift the balance now to 60.
Right.
Make money on the item. Yeah, I think the other one that comes through them or only the dough.
Right. Look at that. That's so. The fact helps support growth operations. Right? Yeah. So every time earns a revenue from franchises from centers of dough. Right. There are a selection of process involved in choosing these franchisees, an ongoing program of monitoring, supervision of the restaurants protects the brand and ensures that high standards of food safety, customer service, decor are maintained. Okay. Now, question. Anything here?
The growth but is highly competitive.
Correct.
Current home market highly growth is low.
For me, if you're looking at now, you are a management accountant, right? You have a current market that's serving. Your current market, you are well established. Right? So you can say, what are your market well established? what products can you like virgin? Some virgin. Then we spoke about strategic alliances.
Wine, we can.
Etc. Okay. And what else can we talk about? Looking at the ends of matrix.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
He's talking about ends of matrix. Okay, in the current market with on new products.
Yeah.
So visiting on. Okay. Well, I could say selling burgers. Yeah, why not? Right? Yeah. So he's saying, okay, this is pizza, right? So why don't we go into selling burgers? Right? Let's go into something. Okay. So we start selling. Right? Let's something like, if it's healthy products, our whole issue with the pizzas and all the other fast food products are because it's highly processed, right? Very commercial, highly processed. Now, if you use good produce, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the product, right? So if you use organic product, very good material, the dough is of good material, right? The raw is pretty good. Then it does not, a fast food product, right? It can fall into that category where, there'll be a lot of resistance from the other food companies, right? Also, then if it's a healthy product, if so, as based on as a healthy product.
But indexing, this is
right. Let's go pricing, right, and later. I'm trying to position it now as a healthy product. The reason is
they have already, with their position on the pizza.
Correct. So this because I can go into schools, etc.
Okay.
Okay, this is a good market that's there, but I can go in and like school food, I can present it there. Selling burgers, then salads.
Yeah.
Drinks. Right. Then suddenly, you are
see a whole
positioning.
load of, yeah.
Yes, it's a very big thing that you're coming into. Another thing we spoke about is you just go into now, right? You mentioned talk about the local topping and the local toppings. Okay. What can you do? Right? Send purchasing.
Yeah. Negotiating contracts.
Correct. Send.
They must be having delivery outlets there.
Now is we can support CSR, right? The local farmers, right? So their dues. farmers on organics, correct? So this thing that is pretty good because you're gonna get this produce as well. And if it's if it's too much for you, but they're selling it and they're gonna get a very good price for that, right? Anything else that you can think about? Right, let's get into this. Let's go here. Is a new company that we're talking about, right? The local Sealand is one of the world's fastest growing economies and offers massive growth. The local has great interest and appetite for fast food, including pizza. So Sealand is actually a very good up and coming market for you, right? You have the know-how, you have the experience. It's just a matter of getting those and working with a local partner. Right? So how do you basically have one place now, opened up one. So let me put you on there, right? What would you be doing? So you strong there, is it? How will you expand to new restaurants? Pizza to go concept.
Yeah. More can go concept.
Correct. Yeah. What else can we talk about? Now, I suggest Sealand companies to use the systems the of the parent company.
Of the home company.
Yeah. That way they will save a lot of money. Okay.
Systems are being used the infrastructure of accounting infrastructure.
Correct. Instead of using, they don't need to use. Yeah.
I think you do.
Just, I have access to this and use it. That's it, right? So, Operation, they say it's an up and coming economy, a very fast growing economy. What things would you need to consider? Risk, right? Yeah, and basically operational, financial, all four risk categories. Categories to be considered. This again, why don't we do franchises here, right? Yeah. So again, build a network, franchise. Now, the problem would be if you do not have the funds, right? Because it's a very it's a developing country, so they may not have the funds to start up, right? The opportunities what ways are there? How do you fund these franchises? How them?
How they're in terms of leasing out places, the home country. That is one thing, because it's not if they have to lease out the franchisee.
Correct. Correct. So I'm interested to start. I can see a really good opportunity, right? I'm interested to start this pizza place with this main company, but I have the funds. What would I do? My
A
parent
franchisee
company, franchisor,
support.
how can he support?
Support.
Correct.
Okay. So like we can in terms of know-how on the systems and speaking on the system, we talked about leasing of premises. The company can lease a premise rather than the franchisee going directly. He can do on the as well. So then the franchisee have to bear the cost. Right? Finance company wants to buy the toppings and sell it to the franchise.
Right.
The working capital cost, but then there's a cost to him as well.
Yes.
Because initial this to push the price model.
Maybe they will work with the franchisee,
Yeah.
a finance partner, right?
Okay.
That is an opportunity.
Yeah.
With franchisor.
Yeah, I think that's a better model rather than
Yes.
You bank, you are with the global bank coming there.
Yes. Up from local bank, right? Because today, interesting conversation with another set of students who's doing the strategic level. They have a similar kind of scenario. They have a franchising model as well. And students, they did mention, well, we can fund. Right? Actually, students mentioned, yes, why don't we fund them? Like, why give them a loan? Immediately with that, your business model changes because you're not in the business of financing. Correct. That needs to be considered. You're very careful when you propose options, right? It's not that suitable, right? But is it your core business process? Right? That you need to understand. Is it your core business? If it's not, you should not go into that. Okay. And let's go here again. The PLAN, CLAN, GDP growth, and Ireland and PLAN, it's like pretty steady in very low right? Whereas yes, PLAN is actually hit the double digits, come down a bit, right? But they're way above compared countries. So what would you talk about and what can you decipher when you talk about the GDP growth? And, one is 2%, the other one is like 8.5.
Yeah.
So what say about the GDP growth? Unity. Right. So there's it's these countries are saturated, whereas the other country you have potential, a huge potential, right?
That's the home country. If we go in there.
Yes.
Can you say that the home country market is saturated?
Right. Talk about brand analysis. What do you get from this one then? So one, I say they are very customer oriented.
Yeah, they're very customer oriented.
Right. This thing is related to customers, and we talk, it's a very customer-oriented company. Okay.
Yeah.
As an accountant, the key things you will be focusing on, right? Focus on APIs. Link to that. Okay.
Okay.
Models that you can use is balanced scorecard.
Yes.
Catch a little bit more on balanced scorecard. Do you understand? Yes. Shall do is I will have a little bit of homework for us. Okay. Where I'll ask you certain topics. I will just in there. Okay, just have a look at this. Right?
We will talk to you on balance scorecard, Andrew?
Yes, balance card.
The balance scorecard is you have quadrants based on color. I think
4 quadrants. Basically, what it's saying is, in a nutshell, right? Just be familiar with the balance scorecard.
okay.
Right? That's the most important thing. Be familiar with it because you need to have links. Be able to refer to it. Okay.
Exactly.
With the balance scorecard, be able to refer and apply to the answer. That's what you do. So, to see what's my balance scorecard. I have 4 quadrants, right? One is financials, one is customers, one is people, right? One is training, right? And then you look at, well, how am I going to link 4 quadrants? What KPIs am I going to come up with, right? Because this will definitely improve profitability. You don't think of the bottom line and the numbers. You have happy customers, very good employees, right? Automatically your profit will increase. Brand analysis, brand value measurement, you need to look at. Right? So one other things I will look at is you value the brand. Okay. Any comes to mind? So they're talking about they're investing in people, caring the environment, community engagement. These are the important aspects for them. The thing is, you need to link KPIs to them, right? So, what companies' corporate social responsibilities? They are these 3. Okay, so let's get it down and say corporate social responsibility. Right. Corporate social responsibilities are these 3. No, that's not very helpful. Right. Investing in people, caring for environment, community engagement. What I want is KPIs. Okay, so what do you think would be KPIs for them? Yeah. What? Right. Saying what other KPIs, right? KPIs for these objectives. Right? So that's the important thing that you need to kind of figure out and think about and have in place from your exam. Right?
Okay.
So let's go.
It's like to keep preparing the objectives for these three items.
Correct.
Objective setting for these.
Right? Because talking about it, right, you really need to measure it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can say, yeah, my company, we are very caring to our people. We're very good. Yeah, but what have you done? Right? Link these KPIs to the senior manager's remuneration. Right?
Yeah. So do we, look at only this CSR part of it, or you look at it from the whole organization, organization's KPIs?
Yes. So basically, let's think about the KPIs for balance scorecard, corporate social responsibility objectives, KPIs to be linked to senior, right? Basically, you're linking something in a performance, which then translates into monetary value, right?
This BSE is what you're saying is balance scorecard. Linking, is it a time or is it?
I didn't get you.
No, you prepare a talk about balance scorecard. Whose balance scorecard? This is a generic balance scorecard?
A general balance scorecard for the company.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Balance scorecard for the company. Right? To come up, what would be a balance scorecard for a food company?
Oh, okay.
Right? Organization structure, we saw it's a very decentralized organization structure and plenty of opportunity here, as we said, because other aspect that's not provided for us is to see, how do they operate? Are they operating in a very centralized manner with systems, or is it very decentralized? If it's very decentralized, then we have the opportunity to centralize certain standard functions. For example, what are the finance?
Logistics.
Correct.
Logistics is, I think, centralized.
Yes.
But even other food items, centralized from a procurement point of view and local delivery.
Yeah. Okay. Now they have given that's from Times financial statement, right? So what I did was I just did a very, very simple calculation, right? Okay. What's profit? What are the percentages, right? Interestingly, now GP is 74%, 75, and slightly reduced to 74%. Okay, pizza time. But if I look at pizza to go, right, the GP is only 28%. Right. Did you also work it out?
Yes.
Right. Our profitability is pretty high, right? Look at my.
Actually, when it comes to the yes, it is down.
Sorry.
Admission cost. You come to it the other way around.
Correct. Here, the admin costs are pretty low. Right? And that is something now, as a management accountant, you need to. I mean, you can see there's opportunity. If I look at here, there's huge opportunity for us to improve. Yeah. So that is a good observation, and we can say, well, this is an area that we can improve. Okay. So if I look at financial analysis, up to cost, right? As per time, it is percent, whereas pizza time is correct.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think something is not wrong, but something doesn't seem to be right. See, if you have your comp should be more cost.
Cost.
Yeah, because more or less like pizza.
Correct.
Items
Correct.
that are going into comps should be more the same. So, what is okay? The goods and distribution costs, fine. These guys in a more delivery model, so they have less overheads on staff and furniture in terms of expense. They are more or less a takeout. Well, in COGS,
What I'm thinking, because these pizza to go maybe doesn't have the front, muscle as much as the negotiation power as these other guys, pizza time, because these guys open only very recently, whereas pizza time is like 40 years.
Yeah, huge. The difference in margins are huge.
Correct, right? So we don't know why. We don't have enough information, but that's another thing that we can, put it and say this is an area that we need to explore, right? A small 10%, right? It's big.
Okay, somebody will argue, yes, pizza time is doing very much better. So why? Pizza gross margins are about 75. Your pizza is about 37. So you make some improvements in the cost, in administration, like cost and all.
Excuse me, Andrew.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there are maybe my two possible reasons for the high GP.
Yes. Yeah.
The high prices, or we are more efficient than pizza to go.
We don't know the price of pizza to go, right? So, but when it comes to high prices, my pricing is important. What we don't have is the pricing figures. They have given you the pricing figures. If you go here, let's see, given you the pricing figures.
The average cost.
Yes, when you're 20.2 per, like even if you compare, so this is interesting. Sales 20.2 and cost of goods sold 5.7. This is per person. Get a 28%, right? Your cost of goods sold. Now I go here. That is.
This is my noise, Andrew.
Little bit, but that's okay. I want you to have a chat with us because I can hear you. Cost information. The recent exercise carried out by regional managers showed the files of a region for a typical company-owned restaurant serving 50,000 meals per day. So this information is also pretty good for you because you can decipher a lot of information from here. What things you can get out of this?
Okay.
Look at here, this one, the cost of goods sold is also 28%. Then your gross profit is about 72, right? a massive amount.
Yeah.
Okay. So does our administration distribution cost? Cost is very high. Other premises is high, as we know, right? And overhead allocation. So are the two things, employee and lease rentals, are the most expensive things. Admin. Okay. So where do you think we can improve this employee cost?
Go ahead.
Yes, maybe our employees are out of the union, labor union. So we have.
Can we? Yeah, very much so. I mean, these guys been here for 40 years, right? So, and they'll be having employees who are full time, right? Okay. So if you are thinking of reducing cost reduction in employees, what would you say?
In
Right. I will look at what is to automate. You have got a huge number of employees working for you, right? One of the other things, business process itself. Re-engineering, BPR. Okay. Then where else? Look at of employment, right? Yes, from you.
Yeah, we'll elaborate on the automation. Maybe
Okay.
processes.
Yes.
Maybe what to install. Yeah, where we can.
Want to install? Yeah, the ERP. Yeah. Procurement. Connect suppliers. I mean, you have a huge number of suppliers, right? Because you got different toppings coming and things like that.
Yeah.
Right? What else? A delivery model, right? On delivery, any an outsource.
When you said delivery item.
New one. The new one.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Delivery of fixed stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, because you don't need to invest on necessarily vehicles for delivery.
Correct. You don't need to think of really going to now. They might be in a more traditional sense, thinking of looking at everything by doing everything by yourself.
Because your company, so they must be
Correct.
And that is options of companies, using your products through. I mean, they have it. Now, there are some companies where you order them. They have a lot of food companies.
Right.
Delivery service for everybody.
Right. Okay. What you're saying is you really don't need to kind of set up your own thing for the, say, for example, I say develop a delivery, an online delivery whole portal, right? Borrow the portal from another.
Share the portal, yeah.
Share the portal, right? So basically, okay. Share the cost with our strategic partners. rather than, correct, what you're saying?
Yeah. Because getting a vehicle fleet is also a cost. Main of a fleet is a cost.
Correct.
And like you said, we are in the pizza business, not the vehicle, not a business. So it's
correct.
To outsource.
Correct. And that we can think of.
I would say maybe we'll use marketing channels like the social media.
Yeah. Good. So, right. Social media, which is free. Platform is free, basically.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Let's go because we have not covered this other aspect. Let's look at the balance sheet a little bit later, right? Let's look at the notes to the accounts. So Pizza Time complies with IFRS. It comprises retails from company-owned restaurants, royalties, sales of dough, catering equipment to franchisees. To the franchisee fee recognized during the year, franchisees pay a fee covering a 10-year period upon joining Pizza Time. A fee is paid at the conclusion of a period, covering further 10-year period. These fees are included as deferred income under the current and non-current liabilities as appropriate until they can be released to revenue. Let's look at our deferred revenue.
Just given you current and non-current.
Correct. We don't have that.
Yeah.
Have that, right? You may get it. You may get it because you may get a whole host of information about franchisees.
Yes.
Now, as homework, why won't we go into like Picard, or Domino's, okay? Franchisee agreements and the statistics. Let's do that as part of homework. Right. Can include goodwill in relation to the acquisition of existing restaurant businesses. Okay. Statement. This has been a good year for Pizza Time. We continue to show growth despite difficult trading conditions. We maintain top position in our home market. In total revenue grew from 5% to 2014 figures. This was below our target of 10%. But excellent result in a slower than expected recovery in consumer confidence since the widespread economic recession from 2008 to 2011. Looking for new innovative ways of enhancing the strength of the brand and improving customer satisfaction. Tougher than ever in today's environment. Shopping malls now have the highest density of restaurant chains in their history, and so our customers are faced with huge choice of restaurants. We need to be constantly vigilant to stay ahead of competition. We continually monitor competition prices and adjust prices and products to ensure that we can meet the changing needs of our customers in each locality. Our decentralized organization structure is providing to be a great advantage as it allows regional managers to quickly respond to local markets. So, Jacob, you mentioned the high prices. I don't think they have high prices at all, right? So if I'm looking at the kind of strategy they're following, what kind of strategy do you think they're following? This strategy. So if I look at from Porter's strategies, what do you think that they're following? So what they're doing is cost leadership strategy, right? The reason why I'm saying this is because some characteristics, if you look at their characteristics, right, what they do is they're very sensitive. The product is very price sensitive, right? Basically, what they also do is purchase in bulk, right, centrally. At least right? Especially the dough and the packaging as such, right? Other characteristics show us they're doing generic strategies, okay? And now that they are leading the way for healthy eating. In 2015, we successfully introduced low salt and low sugar items to our menus and listed calories as at least a quarter of the products. Our fantastic employees are fully behind the move towards eating healthy living. Each member of staff has been issued with a pedometer, and we have launched a competitive motivational program to encourage staff to become more active. Right, so that's it. So the strategic objectives. The time is attempting to remain competitive by looking for new innovative ways to improve customer loyalty and attract new customers. Fully aware of the need to reward investors through increased earnings and dividends. Right? Is it shown? Is the dividend shown? You can say it's either. We see earnings per share, which is improved. Yes. So earnings per share has improved, which is good, but nothing to do with dividends. So the finalists, they have got these objectives, right? So shareholder value. So
these are DSP.
Yes. Increase shareholder value to the efficient use of resources, strong growth, and high returns on capital. So 10% growth is that they're looking at to expand the number of restaurants, right? So from our matrix, you can see they're using new market, existing product. That's combination, right? And to support market position by adapting a changing customer requirements, strong marketing, and supportive customer service. To grow position by adapting to changing customer requirements, strong marketing, and supporting customer service. So this is one of the key objectives that they have, right? So are pretty easy for us to understand. This will be a bit difficult, right? So because it's going to be a little bit difficult for us to kind of put it into practice, right? I'm saying change to customer requirements. Growth and market position by adapting to changing customer requirements. So, changing they can do it. They've already done it, right? Okay. Low diet, high, low salt, and the products. Also list calories. What can you do? Customer requirements. Very focused about sustainability, right? And also purchasing, right? Sustainable purchasing, that is kind of very important to customers, right? Where the food comes from. So, show to customers where the food comes from.
I think it's marketing campaign.
Right. Yeah. Right. Basically, you can, why not? I'm just thinking out loud, right? And it doesn't cost a huge arm and a leg either, right? You basically have, if you look like farmers market or the farmers, the farmer, and you kind of film that live and then showcase in your store. That's something that you can do, right? Live film footage, farm to restaurant. Yeah, that's a better farm to table, right? I have even how we get to the farmers even, right? Have a committee linking with the farmers, right? Right? Because actually, this is what will happen is that farmers' products, right? Not their own pizza, but also you're promoting the farmers' products itself.
Yeah. This will tie into two of your pizza systems.
Yes, correct.
Community engagement.
Yeah. You see, this day and age, people are all living in, living, right? Living in apartments and things like that. So for them, there are so many kids nowadays that never seen animals, right? Never seen, certain vegetables because they've never been exposed to it, right? So something like this could be quite novel, right? Something, you're interacting with your farmers, interacting with your customers, getting to know each other. So the product that you consume is much more closer to you emotionally than the mere transaction, than to go actually, right?
Sorry, when we talk about all these, do we need to talk about in terms of monetary aspect of all these, in terms of costing of
any project that you do, you also need to understand you are a profit organization. You're a charitable organization, right? So anything that you do, you have to link it. Now, let's say, for example, if you come up with a CSR opportunity, or if you come up with investing, how can you link farmers to what we are doing? Any project, you need to look at it. Is it suitable? This model need any project, and then you basically look at explore is feasible, right? And a lot of the time, projects that you go into, it's you can't do it without a lot of money. The reason is
Yeah.
to collaborate. Now, for example, let's talk about something like this. Right? It comes from live film footage from the farm to table. Right? Then can you, instead of you putting in all the money up front, right, link up with a broadcasting company, right? Media company, with another company who would want to do this kind of thing, right? Up with a university, right? Link up, just remember that with Samsung, Google, technology companies, right? So that technology companies in okay, there is one that you can talk about. Then you can look at top cities. You students, like example, final year students, India, right, studies, can have project. Okay, so in this way, you're not actually figuring out money. But this is that ways of funding. You have to come up with different ways of funding. How can you fund it, right? And just going up and the traditional method of take money from the company and do it. You can do it in much more different ways than just this aspect of going ahead on your own. Okay, makes sense to you? Correct. With companies, other companies who can help you. Themselves will do it. The reason is a CR activity for them. Okay, they'll do it as well. Okay. Any others?
Or maybe the farmer itself is more productive to the large farm.
Yeah, for sure. Have we finished it? Right. Then we come about list of directors. Okay, they've done the list of directors, 2 non-executive directors. Okay, and the share price and per share. We hear the growth in earnings per share, right? Only the growth, not the earnings per share price, but this is just the growth. Okay, and we have here the share price. It was quite high in 2014. It's slightly dipped in 2015, right? So the SWOT is the strength, strong established brand, reputation for quality, strong experienced management team, franchise supports growth. So is declining performance in established markets. What is happening? Right? Think stress. So
Diversification.
Divert,
Product.
right? Find what is Now, because on one side they're saying that change into customer demands. How come these established markets they're losing? What do you
Compare, huh?
Yes. Then
Yeah, because the market is not big, so everybody hands are same file. And everybody is taking a larger piece of the and they have not changed their model in a long time. They are very
correct. So how to compete better? Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe technology.
Exactly. There are
Technology.
like product proposition.
Delivery model. We mentioned that. Right.
Yeah, on the cost side, very point three weaknesses, locked into
Long leases. Exactly.
yeah, maybe price negotiations with GDP growth also less, maybe demand for rental space is falling, but
Yes.
long-term leases,
Yes.
prices must be high. So if they do measures with renegotiation clauses, they should be able to maybe make better.
Correct. Talking into leases, like there's
Because I think sure that maybe about 5 days,
the operating model.
yeah.
Basically, short leases. If their own franchises, they've got like 10-year leases, right?
Yeah.
That's too long. Low investment in R&D.
Yeah, I think that's what we mentioned, that they are still stuck in their old.
Correct.
Old ways. They think it's very dark now.
Correct.
Change.
Correct. Talk about opportunities, which is strong sealand interest and in island food, expansion in fast-growing sealand economy, update products, takeovers. They're in a good position to take over as well. The threats space, saturated markets, low-cost competition and importers, price wars, mature product offerings, investors may lose confidence in the group, currency fluctuations. Now, very interestingly, these related, they're kind of the way they operate. So they really seriously have to think of new ways of operating. Right. To research.
They have not given how long the chief executive has been there.
No, not that is quite right. So tell you a lot, right? That tell you a lot about the how companies operate, because it's very traditional.
Exactly. Finance directors perspective, you don't do anything about that.
Correct.
But is the point in question? You have little room to do anything.
Yes.
Maybe a listed company.
Yes. Things would be, let's say, evaluate management structure. Right? They have been there. Yes, maybe consulting service. So point, yes, he's in a very low, not like a mid.
Not a low thing, but
you're not in a position to.
You are not in a position that
yes.
Or at the point, mission, strategic direction, this, change. That may be from an academic perspective.
Correct. If they ask from that angle, right? But
yes.
propose consulting service of certain areas of implement. You're not kind of rocking the boat. You're saying,
It comes from an external part.
Correct. Yeah. Costing information. But you to look at, because the information gives you a lot of insight. So always remember, you are a management accountant in this particular organization. So, and also you are in charge of few number of people, management accountants. Yeah. So you can them to provide information for you. Maybe you need to look at financial systems, right, that give you this type of information. It's not there, like product profitability analysis.
Some ERP system, yeah.
Correct. So ERP system is there, but then on top of it, you will need some budgeting forecasting system, which is not there. Then you also need, decision-making systems, like, which is required to get your management information. And invoice, let's say you have a cost of $297, which is quite significant. But what sort of employees? What category of employees are there?
Exactly.
Then you need to understand not only the numbers, but also the amount of we pay for these guys.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it is top heavy.
Exactly.
It's top heavy, and it's not much. So then you really have to look at our top and see if it's
structure rather than having
correct.
Decentralized models. We have a and we still give the same service.
Yeah. Okay. So the corporate social responsibility progress in 2015. What have we done? So sugar content have been lowered. So that part is there. People, employee increase, walking challenges introduced. To fitness and health of employees. System encouraged to add % bill to donate to WFP. Okay. So there's a lot of good things they have done. Okay. Right. Press, what does this say? Pizza just become healthier. Popular fast food. Okay. They talk about, they got good press coverage as well. Right? So how about the competitive environment? Competition from pizza itself, right? Right, and where there are different types of models where there are some companies only deliver pizza. They don't focus on the restaurant, the dine-in concept, but they only deliver. Right. Other fast food are considered to be substitutes. If consumers wishing to access the convenience of the fast food market, choose between selecting a pizza restaurant or a burger restaurant or another type of restaurant that is offering rapid services at a reasonable price. So, yes, it's pretty good. Very good.
I was, thinking about adding a different food with different Yeah?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. And seriously, because let's say for a different market, if that's they are going to Sealand, right? So Sealand, maybe they have their own national food there, something that is very authentic to them.
Right? McDonald's has survived in this region because if you look at, they came out with this macaroni. And they're very unique in that they have new products coming in just for a short period.
Yes.
Going out of the market, but keeps people coming in and just test it out. Whereas the Burger King and all of that.
That's a very good. Introduce new products right? Short time period, right? So this keeps the offer and regular frequent visits, right? What we said was what we all was some local shawarmas, right? So I have that somewhere here.
My Saudi Arabia, we have burger.
Local culture.
Include local cuisine.
Cuisine.
Include local cuisine.
Yeah, things can be a very good. You have that.
Yeah.
The toppings can be, you know.
Yeah.
You can have pig shawarma topping.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Take it to my favorite restaurant here. Thank you, Kevin.
No, once in one stone, you can make a shawarma that's there and you just put the topping on this side.
That's brilliant.
The Mexican food is very popular in the USA.
Yeah.
Many, Mexican food.
Right. This is brilliant. Yeah, because why not? You see, because you're introducing a product which is not very familiar to a market, and linking to a local cuisine and the local market. That's fantastic. That will kind of take off pretty fast. And guys also have the kind of I think the power, because they're so large, to bring in new products, take them out. You see, that will create that newness, the freshness, which a company like Pizza to Go is not able to do. Yeah. Yeah, talk about the key competitor information. Pizza to Go has a different model, so we know that. It only offers delivery service. Another difference is that Pizza to Go is built exclusively on franchise model. So dual operator owner as well as the franchisee. It's just they will only give it to franchising. Pizza to Go is a key competitor to Pizza Time, although it does not compete directly with Pizza Time in the in-market. It has a very similar customer base and is therefore direct competition with Pizza Time for some customer groups. Managers have noticed a significant loss of customers each time Pizza to Go open an outlet in the same neighborhood as an existing pizza restaurant. Pizza to Go already is established in Sealand, Pizza Time, so they're quite well established there. It also has a significant presence in both IP land. But you can from their kind of financial statements, they are not all that fantastically well compared to guys. Because when we just look at the numbers, it doesn't stack up that fun. There's no big difference. But I think, like you guys mentioned, if Pizza Time makes a difference in that admin cost, we certainly can see a difference, right? Any questions?
Analyze the debt equity ratios like this.
The assets part of it we will do the next time because we are running out of time now. But definitely, yes, it's an assets part that we need to look at as well. We need to have that because that's the kind of only information, financial information that we've got. Right. Any questions from you? your asset base, I think tomorrow when we look at your assets tomorrow. Yeah. Anything else from you?
Nothing else.
No,
No, I had a question on something else.
right. Go on.
Just I was looking at this management book T2, management accounting. I was looking at the path card.
Yeah.
Topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, analyzing managing costs.
Yes.
Techniques of enhancing long-term profit.
Yes. Yes.
Then there item called 7, but I don't think that's very much strong.
Yes.
In managing and controlling risk. This part of the book, Anju, I think it's a little bit more relevant to our matter in terms of the.
So one of the first things what we do is we have to know the industry very well, the company very well, which we did. Now,
okay. Then we will go to this. Okay.
Right. Then what I also do now. We've all finished the financials. We'll go into our financials. The last part of it is the balance sheet tomorrow. What I will do is take our the books, right?
Okay.
And look at the flags are sufficient actually, right? For a very quick go through each P2 books, and then now we know our analysis pretty well. Go to our subject, then see how can this be applied.
Okay.
Right? Then it makes sense.
Okay. Right.
But good point that you brought up.
No, I was just looking at where from a theoretical perspective.
Correct. How can we link these two?
If we look at F2
yes.
is more financial side. Here it's looking at costing side. So where assignment you see the issues on costing.
Correct.
Yes, marketing is there, but from a finance perspective, if the role they give is your accountant, and then you're looking at yes, you have special projects, but I just focus on that. Okay.
Yeah, no, it is right. So even though the financials they have given, it's not that significant in the sense it's a huge amount of financial analysis that you need to do, but you will use some of the a significant portion of your P2, right? It's the management accounting aspects. Okay. Cool. Any from you?
And you will send it us later?
Yes. Once we finish, after tomorrow, I will send it.
Okay. See you. Good night.
Then,
See you.
bye-bye.